Welcome back, the Chalky Milk Gang Podcast. We're just back better than ever. It's season 4, episode 4.
That's the one.
The 49th episode of this podcast. We got a crazy piece of content for you all, and we got a special guest, Mary Kate, from the University of Massachusetts. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's crazy. Yeah, she's coming on. We're gonna be talking about our top pop artists of 2021. That's the current year we're in right now. And we're going to have some current year chocolate milk. We got some Promised Land. Ooh, okay.
Let's go. We had to bring on an expert. You know pop artists, right? You know who they are?
Yeah.
She listens to music, so like perfect, right? What was it? We had to bring in somebody who knew what they were talking about, completely
I've never had
flush.
this before.
What a gem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on your socks.
Fat poor.
You were literally shaking.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so we're just out here pouring some Promised Land.
He's still
Sorry you missed last week, but Chalky House did tell us some Chalky House things, and
Sorry about it.
sometimes in order to make the best content, you gotta take some time off.
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh, wait.
You already it's
forgot.
too late now.
I
It's
forgot.
okay.
I already know what it tastes
Yeah.
And just choose the
Yeah,
chalky
yeah.
milk.
I agree. Vibes.
like. Poop.
Well, I mean, what can you say? Fantastic as always.
I mean, honestly, I'm really enjoying this.
It's very strong.
You never had it before, right?
Never had this before, no.
So once you gather an opinion, you gotta go first, so we can. Obviously, you're already biased because you know how good it is, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, I've heard this hyped up quite a bit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I would say it's a really strong, like, chocolate. It's very thick.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'm going to give this a 9.7 right here, right now. This chocolate milk is really good to just, include in your daily routine. Like, wake up, have like a pint of chalky, and just vibe. I don't know if a pint is a measurement for this, but
Pint would be a lot.
yeah.
But I was feeling at 9.6. Like, it's the best of the best.
Mhm.
Decimals and numbers are just numbers, but it's the top vibes
Absolutely.
possible.
I'm gonna let Mary Kate go before me. I want to hear what she's
This is
saying.
almost a pint.
Not to be an absolute contrarian, but I just feel like it's like a bit too thick.
What does
Or
contrarian
like
mean?
whole.
Explain to the audience.
I don't want to just like
English major.
disagree to disagree.
Oh, God. That's
But-
crazy.
I would give this maybe like an 8.9.
Okay.
That's still really good.
Still
though.
high.
Hey, that's not a rookie score. So
Yeah,
That's,
it's
that's
worth
still like all-star caliber.
The other thing that's worth mentioning is right now we're actually having the like whole chocolate milk
Yeah.
version right now, which is very, very thick. So it's kind of understandable why you'd say that. I think nevertheless the flavor here is so good.
You'd probably
so-
enjoy the 2%. You've had the 2%, it's just as good, but a little bit less. Some for everybody.
For the
That's why
health,
Promised
for the
Land's
health.
so great. Some for everybody.
It's rich, it's creamy, it's consistent and flavorful, and it's got that chocolate like flavor, that like deep, intense flavor that you love. It's an easy 9.7.
The
Like,
best
yeah,
about
easy.
the best about that description is that it also describes Tyler.
Yeah.
But yeah, easy 9.7.
Easy.
I said 9.6, but it's the same.
Wait, what does that mean?
You know what it is.
Okay.
I agree with Will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good. It just makes me happy.
Yeah. It really just boosts your day, boosts your mood. I'm sorry about it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Really appreciate the analysis each one of you guys gave. Mary Kay, I appreciate not doing a rookie score. That's very important. Clear big fan of the podcast. Watches every episode. Just like my mom. Just watches all to the end. Definitely, right? Yeah, absolutely. Today is gonna be a big episode. I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. What are we talking about?
Howard.
La musica.
Oh, music.
Music.
Yeah.
We're talking about biggest pop artists. A bit of another ranking for you guys, but a little more casual this time. We don't want to overwhelm anybody with too many pop artists. So we're gonna give our top 3 today. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna talk about it, discuss it, maybe some honorable mentions here and there.
Absolutely.
What is music?
It's something you listen with your ears and you see with your eyes.
Really? Yeah.
It's like Jack's Films did a great one, great video about the history of music. I definitely recommend checking it out. Started in like 1953 when Jonathan Music was
Really?
like playing spoons or something. He was like, that's a 7.
Damn, that's a fantastic history lesson. And I
Thank you,
do
Jackson.
love seeing music with my eyes, so I completely agree.
I agree.
But
What do you think music is?
I think music, I have no idea. I've actually never seen it. Why would you do that?
Don't do that.
Why would you do
Is it
that?
bad?
You're gonna stick
It's just
together.
like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I have them together, but I guess it's not it. That's just part of life. I stack them. I'm practicing stack it.
I was
yeah,
about to say.
Okay, right here, bud.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know what music is, so their descriptions are really helpful.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Comment down below what you think. Music is.
Yeah.
Right. But I just started because there's so many pop artists out there, so many people who make music that are like good at it. You'd be surprised. So all of our lists will hopefully look very, very different. Really excited to see what you guys have.
I'm glad you said that specifically. Like, so many people are good at making music that you'd be surprised. Because one of mine, that's kind of why I picked him / her / it, was because they are good at making music and you would be surprised.
I completely respect that. Yeah. Although I do also, before we do that, I do want to do some honorable mentions. Right. I feel like we should all shout out a couple artists that are big that we like. That like did not make our lists. I don't know. I'll go first. I'll start. I want to shout out Bad Bunny. I didn't put Bad Bunny on my list, but Bad Bunny is sick and like internationally, like very, very big. Like especially because you think about like, oh, I really like like Taylor Swift is cool, but like there are other places that aren't America that make great music, and Bad Bunny does it for like all of Latin America, and it's like
That's
so
true.
awesome.
That's
J
true.
Balvin as well.
I'll shout out 3 people that are not on my list because they haven't really like released music like this year. So it'd be like it's not 2021 yet, or they may have. I haven't heard it. Vince Staples, Tyler the Creator, and what was the
We listened to the new Tyler this
No,
morning.
but like, I haven't like listened to it. Like I haven't heard the whole album. I was like not really
Tyler
paying
dropped
attention.
yesterday.
Dropped yesterday. I heard great things. Vince Staples, July 9th, and there's another. Oh, and Isaiah Rashad, who's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But his album's not out yet.
I'm gonna shout out Bad Baby. She really took off after that Dr. Phil episode. You gotta respect it. I'm also gonna shout out the Beatles. They haven't produced any music yet in 2021, but
Dropping soon.
they're dropping soon. Gotta respect it. They're a great vibe, great. We were talking about pop artists. Yeah, they're big on pop.
They are, yeah, they are.
big on being artists. So
Yeah,
I'm ignoring the pop restriction.
okay.
I think you should. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, no, I didn't say it. We're also doing 2021. I don't know if I said that already, but it was specifically 2021, just so it's like modern stuff.
Relevant.
Absolutely.
The algorithm, you know.
You gotta keep it relevant.
And I mean, I know I don't say pop music because I mean like, oh, it has to be pop, but it's like because pop music is like popular music. That's what that means.
Fair. Yeah, yeah.
Like
Popular
a lot of
music.
like there are a lot of big EDM artists that are like popular music, but then they make pop music even though it's like electronic. Like Marshmello. There's another good the shout out right there. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but Marshmello makes a lot of mainstream music really good and is an EDM DJ. So
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Supposedly, we're getting a new Azalea Banks track next week. Very
Okay.
excited for
There we
that
go.
one. I say 2021 is the year that we bring back Azalea Banks, but you got to see what happens there. And then we're getting a new Lord album, the first time in like 4 years.
That's big.
Really
That's
hyped
big
for
news.
that one. Not sure how it's gonna be. My roommate Emily, shout out to Emily, brought up a very valid point that she's selling concert tickets before the album drops, which is usually not a good sign.
That's okay.
But I'm holding out hope for her. So also Olivia Rodrigo, that girl's young as all hell. and
Driver's
produces
license.
Some really cool music.
Good
So
for you.
shout out to her.
that's the one.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, so who wants to start?
I'll start. My number three. We're talking Logic. He came out with like some like
He
song,
actually did.
like whenever. It was like 2 minutes. It was pretty exciting. Logic's my favorite artist, so he definitely goes in there. Just a great musician, great artist, makes great songs. You gotta respect it.
He released like a compilation of songs that's basically like an album,
There we go.
like yesterday.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
so he dropped a sort of album yesterday.
He dropped a collection of songs. Yeah, so you should listen to it.
Absolutely.
I'm retiring, guys. It's my last album. Yeah, I mean, it's what everybody expected. Let's be honest, but
Yeah. What else is he gonna do?
about right.
Yeah.
Hand me the jockey, and then Mary Kay, if you want to keep this going, I want to do like yeah.
So I'm torn
Sorry,
at
yeah.
my. Well, are we going? Are we just doing 1, 2, 3 right now? or are
3,
we
2, 1.
each giving one?
3.
Yeah, just do
All
one.
right.
Just do your number 3.
All right, so my number 3 is actually a tie. I'm more thinking not even people who have like released this year, but people who have like influenced the year. And I feel like my number 3 is a tie between Rico Nasty and Dua Lipa.
Oh, cool.
Because I feel like both of those two have already defined my 2021. And I cannot really pick one that's like more influential because I feel like Dua Lipa, that's just like fun music. Like anyone can bop to Dua Lipa. But there's no one on the scene like Rico Nasty. Like you know Rico Nasty when you hear her. Her shit's cool.
Yeah, both like phenomenal artists, great tunes coming out of both.
I feel bad. Not only do I not know who Azalea Banks is, I don't know who Rico Nasty is. You put that at number 3.
You should know Rico.
I know Uncle Rico.
Double XL class. You gotta catch up.
What the Rico?
Or was she in 2 years ago? I might be
It
wrong.
might have been 2.
I think it was 2 because I think I
it
forgot
is
that
with
this
the
year
baby.
dropped.
What?
In 2019.
Flo Milli finally made it this year. Shout out to Flo Milli. That's another
Rico Nasty's not very popular.
That's okay.
Oh, it's not like mainstream popular, but like within
It's
rap,
kind
like
of
you know who
insane.
she is.
Gotcha.
Well,
If
there's
you
no
listen
one
to
else,
rap.
yeah. No one else sounds like Rico Nasty.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll listen to Smack a Bitch later. Excited for that one. Like, I actually picked like people who I genuinely thought the top 3 most popular artists are right now. And number 3 is Olivia Rodrigo. Got the honorable mention before. Popping off right now. I mean, the new album is huge. Everybody and their mom listens to Good For You and all of that. I mean, honestly, actually, I don't think that's true. Not everybody and their mom, but everybody under the age of 25 has heard Good For You and like Driver's License 10 times over. And that's just like the level of popularity, but very Gen Z, which I think is really cool. I respect. Number 5th in the world in Spotify streams per month right now. Way bigger than anybody else, just doing the most. So yeah, gotta give that shout out. Love the teenage angst vibes.
I feel like your list is gonna just be like very well thought out.
Maybe.
And
like
a good representation. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
My number 3, I'm picking J. Cole. He's at my number 3 and not higher because it's not that interesting. Because he's just like, okay, everyone knows who he is. Everyone's heard a bunch of his songs. Okay, album, okay, cool. But like my 1 and 2 are a little bit more interesting. It's more so like people I want to give the spotlight to because I don't know who the most popular are. So I'm picking J. Cole. I really liked his album.
Oh yeah. Respect. Okay. I saw J. Cole in concert one time. It was okay.
Really?
Yeah. It's at TD Garden my freshman year. On the KOD tour.
Yeah, well, that wasn't as good of an album, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
He was in a slump.
Chiba.
That's the one.
Number 2 for me, because we just did number 3. Number 2's gotta be Conan Gray. Because
really?
Because I mean that I'm just looking at what was most recent on my
playlist. I like that.
Wish You Were Sober is a great song. It's something that you can listen to. It's pretty exciting. Do you want to dive more into that song? Because I just remember a little bit about it.
Yeah, no, it's just like I really like it. It's one of those songs where like when it's over, like nothing's gonna satisfy you besides playing it again.
Exactly.
And then I showed it to Chima in the car, and he really liked it.
I really like the TikTok song Maniac.
Oh, and yeah, I like
Tell all your friends that that song's, I don't know. It's like it's a pretty generic pop song, but it's like really catchy and upbeat, like exactly how I like.
It does its job perfectly.
Exactly, yeah. Vibing with it. Number two.
Number 2. My number 2 would be Megan Thee Stallion. I think no one defines the music industry right now better than Megan Thee Stallion. No one is Megan Thee Stallion. And I will say she also has amazing branding. Like Megan Thee Stallion just dropped like a Fashion Nova swimwear line. Like she's killing the game right now.
Good for her.
Shout out to Megan. She's my number 2. Her music's amazing, but she's also a moment. Like she's a movement in the industry.
Yes, dude, Megan's so good.
It's a fantastic.
I heard of her.
That's right. Somebody was telling me the other day, Rihanna may never make any more music just because her like, her business ventures, exactly, like goes so unbelievable. Like when that starts to take off, that's how you know you're like genuinely like skilled and like multifaceted.
Completely off topic, but did you guys see that Rihanna got rejected from outside of a bar because she didn't have her ID on her?
Yeah, and the bartender was like, I don't know
who you are.
is. Yeah. And Future. So like not knowing two people.
I thought she was with ASAP.
That's correct.
Hey,
You're right.
Fair enough.
That's crazy. Imagine turning away Rihanna. He
She
got
was
fired.
pissed.
That's too wild.
He got fired for sure. I'd fire him. You just gotta know this shit.
Imagine being the bar owner and like you wake up to
Like,
that video the next morning.
You rejected Rihanna. All right, Tyler, you're number
I'd
2.
be so pissed. Number 2, I had Dua Lipa.
Okay.
I don't know about movement and industry poll, but I Dua Lipa is on everywhere. It's like you have those artists that like drop an album or drop like a series of singles, and it's like everybody is listening to it, and it's like all over the mainstream, and it's just like it's there a couple of months to be in like the spotlight, and that's kind of where Dua is at right now. Like we were like at Fenway Park, and Levitating comes on, and everybody starts singing the word. It's just like it's not even like an insane game changing song. It's just catchy, and everybody listens to it because she was already so popular before that. So
I actually saw her in 2016 at what's the BU like hockey arena?
Aganis, yeah.
Yeah, I saw her in 2016. She just had like some singles out. No one knew who she was. She was opening for someone else, and she killed it.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's a cool story.
I saw her 2018 at a music festival called Oshega. Good throwback.
Great
But yeah, Dua Lipa is number 3 in the world right now in Spotify streams, so she kind of earns that name. She has this other single that came out that I really like called "We're Good," and that one's also kind of getting as popular as "Love It." It's not quite there, but it's like every single she drops, it's like, yeah, this is on the radio now. It's really good. What did you expect? So that's the Dua Lipa motto. What did you expect? Will, you want to go?
So before Tyler said that, like, oh, there's so many people that make good music, you'd be surprised. My number 2 artist is not really technically an artist. I want to shout out Bill Burnham.
Okay.
Because I watched his Inside, that special, because I liked his old stuff too. And it's like some of the music, man, it sticks in your head. People be talking about Welcome to the Internet or whatever, or like some other songs. But he's like not gonna make comedy ever again, but like he should make music. Like he's so talented at making music.
Absolutely.
I think if he did that full time, he'd be just like insanely successful. Yeah.
He'd be a music man.
Yeah. He's so funny too. Like his music is funny on its own, and then you add in like the comedy sketch, and it's like, damn.
He's just like such an interesting person, right? Because there's so many different like kinds of like stand-up comedians, but then he's also like does it with songs. Like it's so interesting. But then the songs are good musically, they're hilarious, and it just all works well together. And the music in his new special is really good.
There you go.
No, we like the multifaceted artist here. That's what we're talking about. Like
Absolutely.
Donald Glover.
Well, I was gonna say he's actually like in like that, maybe not as like good or whatever, but he's in that tier with Donald Glover, like does everything.
Yeah.
There are other people like that too, but
Absolutely.
he just does everything. He directed 8th Grade like 4 years ago, which got like rave reviews. Just because he was like wanted to.
I was literally gonna say wait until he stars and then produces in a TV show, and then he just like he apparently has. So
Yeah,
go figure.
he directed a movie.
Exactly.
Didn't
That's
he have,
nuts.
like, an MTV show like a long time
Yeah,
ago?
when he was like
Yeah.
younger, he
Yeah.
and he was in a one season of a show that then didn't get picked up, but like sometimes people look back on it and they're like, that was kind of good.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I want to watch it.
It was, I
Pretty
think,
excited.
Zach Stone's gonna be famous.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So Bo Burnham, elite number 2 pick.
That's a
Fair
good
enough.
number 2. Before I give my number 1, I have to give a few more honorable mentions. First off, the Wiggles. Very important to 2021. It's exactly what you listen to in the morning, during the afternoon, during the evening. Very important to society at this point in time. Number 2 for the honorable mentions has to be Mo Hayward.
Is that guy from?
Yeah.
No.
Some guy from our high school, local to Westport, went to Western Connecticut State University. Makes elite music. Big LeBron fan. Mo Hayward.
Was that his actual name? Was Mo Hayward?
Yeah, Mo Hayward. And then I think his like artist name is Mo Braun.
Yeah.
Loves LeBron. Very important to 2021 society. But now my actual numero uno. It's got to be Tiny Me Gang, Cody Ko, Noel Miller. They literally just drop bangers every time they drop a song, and it's just on a different level. And it's just like stuff that everyone can relate to. That's the thing. They did like a collab with Black Bear once. That was really cool. They're just like low key the best people as well. Like they're just really good people, and that helps them out. It creates a whole vibe to their music, and whenever someone's playing, Tiny Meat Gang, you have to absolutely love it and respect it. It's just one of those things. So that's my number one right now.
They recently made a song with Quinn 92.
Oh no way!
Which is cool seeing them like move out. Like Black Bear and Quinn 92 are like mainstream big artists. Like
soon it's gonna be the Beatles. Pretty soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Get Ringo on a track.
Absolutely.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
They'd find a way to.
They like could though. That's the thing. At this point, like they kind of could do it with anybody.
Elton John.
I feel like that could happen, and I wouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world. Like it's possible.
Elton.
That'd come out of left field.
Okay, number one.
I think it's pretty obvious who number one is for me. She's the artist of the year. She's also the artist of the decade, century, millennium. Taylor Swift. All right, I could talk about this girl all day long. There's just something special about someone who, like, middle of a pandemic, no announcement, drops 2 amazing original albums at the very end of 2020 that I feel like I've carried into this year, Folklore and Evermore. And then now we're getting the re-recordings of all of her previous albums that were done with Big Machine Records. They sold the masters to Scooter Braun, so she doesn't own that music anymore. So she's going out and re-recording it and also releasing like extra tracks. We're getting the 10-minute long version of All Too Well. Like, I'm hyped for this. So we already got one. We got Fearless. And now we're getting the Red re-recording. And quite literally, that will shape my entire life. So I have to give it up to Taylor Swift. She's the music industry. Taylor, if you see this.
You are
I
the
love
music.
She's watching.
She's watching it.
She is.
She's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
173rd subscriber.
171. Perfect.
We're down again.
Yeah, we went down.
Why you unsubscribe?
Please resubscribe.
Taylor Swift is like, if you were gonna make like timeline of music, like she's like ever, like you're like, oh, Mozart, Beethoven, blah blah, like recently, like that you have to mention Taylor. Like she is.
Yeah. She's because she writes all of her own music, and that's not
Yeah.
something anyone can really say anymore.
Really.
She's known for her storytelling.
Yeah, for real.
So are we though.
What rank in Spotify monthly listeners do you think Taylor Swift is right
Too.
Number 38, probably.
She won.
26.
Oh wow.
Oh my
26.
gosh.
Oh my
Sorry
God,
about
wait,
that.
so
Sorry about
So I
that.
like indie music. Hold on here. This is indie now.
You know why like Dua Lipa and stuff's like number 3 is because like their radio and
Mhm.
stuff like
It's
businesses like coffee shops will just play a playlist and Dua Lipa's obviously on it.
You can't play Marjorie at a party. That's
No.
just like
Kind of a vibe killer.
yeah, exactly. But you know what? Great
Puts in a
track.
bag.
But it's respected. The artist of the decade, very fair.
Can I say my number one because I feel like your number one would be better to end on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like for the sake of the production quality.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you done though?
Yeah. No, go
Okay.
for it.
So my number
Shoot your
one,
shot.
I'm actually like this is like kind of a good pick.
Okay.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He legit like all of his like singles except for like Rodeo, but that never really got that popular. They're all like unironically bangers, and specifically his recent music, Montero and Sun Goes Down, are like so different and both like perfect songs. I just like love him. He's such like a likable guy. He like makes it. I don't know if he at least like writes his lyrics. I don't know if he like makes all of the music, probably not. But he's just like so likable, up and coming. Like he'll do great things. I just like love him. I just love Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
That's
I'd like to see him live.
That's a
Pretty
good
good.
shout too. I bet he's really high up as well. Respect that.
Really solid.
Maybe not in
show.
listeners, but in
No, I think he probably
Culture.
is. He really is.
there's not enough songs,
Yeah, I guess it's a good point actually.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and none that are like radio. Besides Montero, but like most places don't want that being played. It's a little
Actually,
bit raunchy.
Yeah, I guess it's no, but there's a clean version
That's true.
where it's like champagne and chilling with your friends, and it's like okay. I
I
mean,
just
listen,
show all your friends.
I'm glad people are listening to it. So.
He's high culture though. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, completely. No.
And he's a beautiful man. That's just like relevant information. He's beautiful.
Yeah, mainstream now, which is crazy.
Yeah, good for him.
But I'm gonna say, okay, my number one. This was such an easy decision, and I'm so happy with it. It's my favorite artist. Loved this dude for so long, and like unbelievably mainstream. I think you just said it's The Weeknd. Yeah, The Weeknd is. It's like not only is it like he's been talented for a minute, but he finally decided to like, go in a new direction with the most recent album, and it's been huge forever. Blinding Lights was number 1 on the charts for I think like a little over a year, which is like never been done before. And then he played the Super Bowl, and that was 2021. So it's like if you're gonna give the biggest artist of 2020 to somebody, it's that one, because not only is he doing that, but he's also like, it wasn't like Madonna, like it's a mainstream artist.
It's in his
like,
prime.
yeah.
Premier's prime.
Exactly.
Oh, legit though.
Not real
Legit.
actor.
So many hits, so many bangers over the. I mean, it's just incredibly talented. Just my favorite. That's all I really. It's all complete bias, but it's also like backed up by the numbers. Number 2 in the world in Spotify streams per month. So
Wow.
yeah.
Who's number 1 though? We know
Actually, don't
number
know
3,
that.
number 2.
I actually don't know. I would have considered number 2 or number 1 for the spot, but I don't know. Maybe it's like
I'm just gonna.
no. Find out for me. I have no idea.
This is good content.
100%. But well earned. The Weeknd is a freaking badass. And I mean, that album was enormous. So, what do you expect?
Absolutely.
That's the moral of the story here. I'm really curious to see the number 1 is, but.
And I was Selena Gomez for a while, which was weird.
Justin Bieber.
Oh,
What?
That's what it says.
he's one of the
Yes.
artists.
Is that actually?
Let me check, make sure it's like up to
Should be
date.
Taylor Swift.
I don't know about that.
This feels accurate, to be honest.
I guess Peaches was kind of it. Yeah, he's number 1. What the? Where did that come from? Wait, he was in. Okay, you know what? I guess I gotta respect it. That's pretty cool. I mean,
I would never call him the music industry, but he's certainly a person in it.
he's
Dude,
just enormous.
that's fast.
He's
So,
like part of the music in the industry.
he's like I don't know. I wouldn't say he like shaped or defined the culture of it, but he's been so big and such a big part of it for so long. It's like important to acknowledge his.
He would, if there was like, he
guess.
wouldn't be listed in like the timeline.
Yeah.
But if there was like a textbook about like post 2010 music, like he would get a chapter.
Absolutely.
Well, I
It's a good
also
way to
feel
put it.
like he is in the timeline when you look at like stan culture, and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really, that's where he stands out to me, is like how dedicated his fans have been for so long, and they kind of take band to like a new level.
Yeah, for sure.
The Believers.
Legit.
Yeah. Oh, shout out Harry Styles. I didn't
Yeah.
start listening to Harry Styles until that new one that came out in 2019.
Yeah.
And
That
like,
album
it
was fucking awesome.
was good. And I was like, damn, okay. I guess I've been off the train for a minute. I should hop on because it's good music. So gotta respect that.
Really like that album.
But anyway, I think we covered everything for the most
We
part.
covered every single artist.
We did
So-
every one, all the ones that exist. So there are no other music artists that we didn't say. So
Pretty exciting.
don't try to fake it.
Really don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Okay.
But yeah, great episode tonight. Thank you
Great
for coming on,
guest.
Mary
Thanks for
Kate.
coming on.
Yeah.
For having me.
Thanks for coming on, Will and Tyler.
Oh yeah, thanks for having us. Man.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
More podcasts coming up. We may have to take another break at some point because life happens, but we're just working some crazy jobs, as we said in our last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, wild
Banger.
stuff going on. So yeah, we're being students in the summer. So.
We're waking up in the morning and going to bed at night.
absolutely. But yeah, hopefully more podcasts every Wednesday.
100%.
Every Wednesday. We're gonna try front loading.
Front
So
loading.
we'll
Front
be
loading is
good.
gonna be exciting.
I
We're
like
gonna love that. More content for the people.
For you.
Anything else to say? Anybody
Chima's
here?
mom. Hi, Chima's mom.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Mom.
Just keep an eye out. We'll keep everything going.
And my
Keep
mom.
posts on
My
the
mom.
social media.
What's up, Denise?
Yeah, follow our Instagram,
What is it?
Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, all of them. Follow our IG. You
That's
guys
the
just
one.
said that,
Yeah.
but you gotta follow it.
What is it?
Yeah, great episode.
Feel free to take us out here. What is
All right.
it?
Till next
Oh,
time.
David.
See ya.